Let's get into some cases now, right?
Yeah.
Let's go through some of the basics and then end up with a full case, okay?
Okay.
I want you to estimate Netflix's global revenue in a year.
Okay. May I have a moment to think about how I'll approach this?
Yes.
Thanks. Okay, I'll just talk you through how I'm doing it while I'm doing it.
Okay.
So it might be a bit more interesting from your side.
Okay.
So I need to estimate Netflix global revenue in a year.
Yes.
So I see that there are two main revenue streams from what I know from Netflix. The first one would be and the most important would be the subscription.
Yes.
Okay, that's the word. The subscriptions, and the second one would be the advertisements.
Netflix doesn't have advertising revenue.
They don't have. Okay, so unless you have another kind of revenue stream.
No, it's just subscriptions.
Okay, so I'll focus on subscription.
Okay, good.
So I need to estimate the number of subscription Netflix has in a given year. So okay, so in order to do that, I'll start with the world population. Okay, so I would divide the world population in two different populations. So the emerging countries and emerged countries. Mm-hmm. And I go down the streams for each of them and see how many people use the service. So I'll start with the emerged countries, and I'll apply the same way to the emerging countries.
Okay.
So from that, the number of population, I would estimate the internet internet penetration rates. Mm-hmm. So knowing how many people have access to internet.
Okay.
It's in this countries. Then I would estimate the percentage of people who have access to internet and own a credit card.
Okay.
Because this is the way they pay for the service.
Okay.
Mostly. So I would just consider the credit card user and not services.
Good.
Other services they can use. From that, the number of people who own a credit card, I will consider the percentage of people who watch TV shows on their computers. Then I would consider the percentage who is willing to pay for such a service.
Okay.
And finally, next I would consider the percentage who are using a service like Netflix and not other video streamers kind of services.
Okay.
And then I will multiply that number by the subscription price in the country. The average subscription price.
I want you to go through your equation and think about how to make it better.
Okay. Yes. Just.
And think about using it. Think about using Netflix.
Using Netflix.
Yeah. When you think about how you would use it, you would come up with a better equation.
The way I would use it as
the way you'd go through the process of signing up and thinking about it and so
on. Not sure. I think there is a
Take your time, think about it. Think about how to improve it.
Okay. I think I would have an average subscription price per month, and I would do it over 11 months instead of 12, because usually they have a 1 month free trial for the service.
Okay.
So I would just do that. Okay, percentage. So I probably also could have, after calculating the internet rate penetration, so how many people have internet access, I could also calculate the number of the percentage who own their computer for watching Netflix.
Percentage own a computer, yeah?
Who own a computer, and the percentage who own a credit card. And I could also have motivation on the computer. So usually I think that when you have a Netflix subscription, you can use it on many different kind of
devices
of platforms.
Yep.
I mean, like you can use it on.
Let me stop you here, right?
Yeah.
Let me give you feedback here.
Mm-hmm.
So you started it well. In fact, you did a pretty good job, right?
Okay.
You forgot a couple of important rules. One is you didn't you segmented loosely into emerged and emerging markets. Well, I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
But then even within emerged markets, you could have segmented even more, right?
Yes.
So what you could have done here, you could have said population of the emerged markets, and you would have to figure out what the emerged markets are in Canada, the United States, Western Europe, probably Singapore, Japan, and Australia, New Zealand, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's about it. Work out the populations, which is not hard to do, but you would have to be able to figure that out, right?
Yes.
Then of those populations, percentage with internet access, percentage with broadband access.
Oh, okay.
You can't watch Netflix if you don't have broadband access. It'll take forever to download, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then percentage would have credit cards, right?
Yeah.
Percentage who are willing to pay for premium media packages.
Mm-hmm.
Percentage who pay. Percentage who sign up to Netflix.
Okay.
The average number of months they are subscribed.
Hmm.
Then you can even split that further to saying the type of subscription they have, because Netflix has a couple of them. They have single, high definition, and so on.
Right.
And then the amount that they are paying to subscribe. You can even break that out even further if you want. In fact, when you're dealing with a global population, the more levels you have, the better, right?
Mm-hmm.
So percentage with, number of people in the emerged economies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Percentage with internet access, right?
Yeah.
Percentage with broadband.
Mm-hmm.
Percentage with probably data packages, because if you don't have a data package, you'll end up paying a lot for Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah. Percentage of credit cards. You can see how you can break this down.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
When you're dealing with big numbers, you have to have more levels.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make your filtering, you have to make your segmentation explicit.
Yes.
And then when I asked you to redo it, you kind of got stuck.
Mm-hmm.
You were asking me, what do you mean by that? How do I redo it? You've got to rethink how I'm asking you to make your equation better, right?
Yeah.
You've got to figure, when I'm telling you to make your equation better, I'm signaling to you the equation is not good.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got to figure out, okay, the equation is not good. How do I improve it? And usually to improve it, more steps.
Okay.
It's rarely anything else because we haven't done any calculations yet.
Yes.
It's usually better segmentation and more steps.
Mm-hmm.
But don't get lost. You were getting a bit lost there.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't sure where to go and what to say, so you're kind of circling around.
Yeah, it's not easy to go back to the way you were thinking and just...
Start right at the beginning and say, okay, first step, population of the developed economies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Second step, what should be the next? So start at the beginning and work your way down. What most people do when they build the equation, they assume the equation is right and try to fix different parts of it.
Yeah.
Start at the beginning and work your way down and improve it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say, well, I think I can do the segmentation better. Start at the beginning and work your way down, right?
Okay.
So I think you a little bit rusty there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed doing the episode. Finally, I want you to remember that the only way to get access to our special offers, the only way to get our special pricing, and the only way to get samples of our content is to join the list on firmsconsulting.com. It's the only way also to get access to our unique advanced content that we make available to insiders. So if you want to get a sneak peek of things, test it out, see what's in there, this is the place to go. And finally, I want to thank you again for making us one of the largest podcast channels around the world for careers and for the 2 million downloads and counting.